Hey, Dive, you made it to day 7. And the 7th day, they said, was to rest and relax. And this is exactly what we're gonna do today. I would like to invite you to day 7 of Zen. Now, we've spent a whole bunch of days working through full body warm ups, looking at the different parts of the body, looking at what are the benefits of considering different movements for flexibility and strength before we dive, after we dive, in our life. But we've reached the culmination, and this is the mind. Um, Today, we won't be moving as much our body, but we'll be moving way more our mind. This is a shorter practice in which I would like to invite you to be completely open minded and to trust the process. When you work with your mind, changes take long. We all are born with our personality, we all are born with our environment. I mean, we're born in it, and then we're shaped along it. So, with this in mind, I would want to invite you to just consider that there's many more ways to see the world than the way we see it. I love scuba diving because it gives me a different perspective. It gives me the perspective that I could be under the water in a place that is not my place, among creatures that I have very little in common. I have a lot in common and very little in common at the same time. I would love to look like a fish, but I don't. But also, we all breathe the same air in some way. We all live in the same planet. We all kind of have our needs and basic level needs. But we have the ability, like we said yesterday, to choose how we see the world. So I chose to see the world as the world of being under the water, as an amazing experience that we need to think about being privileged of having. Apart from this, I also choose possibility. And for this, let's connect ourselves again. There's no safety requirements today. As long as you're seated in a comfortable position, any place is good. If it's near the ocean, even better. Close your eyes and bring your hands into your lap or anywhere that it feels comfortable, but bring them with your palms up. Bring them in a, we call it receiving position. Bring it as if you're inviting the world to come to you. And we're going to do a very simple, not easy exercise. This is called box breathing. When we start teaching scuba diving, the first thing we learn is how important breath is for our buoyancy control, and how by inhaling we move up and by exhaling we move down, in very simple terms. Now we're going to be inhaling to lift us up. We're gonna stay on a high, and then we're gonna lower ourselves down and stay on a low. How this works is we're going to inhale for 4, I'm gonna hold for 4, I'm gonna exhale for 4, I'm gonna hold for 4. Now, 4 can feel like an eternity when you're holding, but it's basically 4 seconds. And any human living, anything, can make it. So close your eyes and start taking a breath in for 4. Hold it at the top. And then exhale and hold it at the bottom. Start visualizing your breath. Start visualizing yourself under the water, and you've just arrived at your desired depth, and you're kind of inhaling just a little bit, just you want to go up a meter. And I know we never hold our breath in scuba diving, but imagine you're holding it for just a moment. So you stay at that depth. You look at an octopus on a rock. It's very playful. You've held enough to see it, and now you exhale to continue your way down. count to 4. And then hold for 4. And let's go again. Choose any animals you like to imagine, but imagine yourself diving. You're in the water. And we're going to slowly start shifting the pattern. But for the minute, stick with it. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Now, we said today was about the mind. Has the mind started drifting away? Have you started thinking about the laundry, the list of things that you needed to do? Come back here. The best benefit of being underwater is the fact that you're there with your breath and your bubbles and nothing else. It's so easy to stay present. But there's tough moments. There's a moment that I don't feel comfortable with what I'm doing. I maybe, I've lost a piece of equipment. Something has happened and I just don't feel comfortable. Now, I have two options. I can choose uncomfortable, but find a solution, or I can just give up. And my recommendation to you is choose uncomfortable and I can go through it. At those tough times, the only thing that will bring you back in pace is your breath. So if now you have gone completely distracted from the pattern of in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4, come back to it. But we're going to swap it a little. I want you to envision you're diving. And you take a breath in. And you've gone too far up. And then you've taken a breath out. And then you're like, oh my God, I'm crashing. Start feeling your breath. Start feeling the amount of air that goes in. The expansion of your ribs. Place your hands now into your rib cage. And feel the movement as your diaphragm moves down. And then go again. Inhale. And exhale fully. Inhale fully. And exhale fully. And when we say fully, actually we're not using the full space of the lung. We're using very minimal space in the lung. When we feel uncomfortable underwater, we use even less. We breathe with whatever's on the top of the trachea and like 5%. So when you're on the beginning of a dive and you're like, I really cannot go down, this is where I'm not using the full size of my lung and I'm just exhaling the little top bits of it. If I was to relax and be able to come to that moment in which I can just feel my lung and be like, I can fully exhale it, I'm gonna find myself falling down like a leaf. And at this point, I am able to go down calmly. And at this point, I do have control. The same is gonna work from any point. If I want to lift myself up, all I need to do is trust and work with my lungs and with my mind. And things take time. Water is the best place to see it because it's an environment where density is higher, our movements are so much slower, which then means we need to learn to work with our breath slowly. I cannot expect to exhale and be down. And in life, very much in diving, it's the same. And this is where I get my mind control. When we have an emergency or a situation in which we feel uncomfortable in diving, we think the surface is the solution. And the solution is within us. Within us means stop. Take a breath. Decide what you want to do, and then do it. And the same way, we don't expect someone who feels unwell outside of the water and we find them crying to be like, stop, you're feeling okay, it's all good. Doesn't quite work that way, does it? So stop and regain your control and your peace of mind through your breath. Now, with this in mind, I like to leave you with this final word of this challenge, which is peace. We very rarely look for our internal peace. We look for the solution everywhere else. There is someone to blame. There's something else that can be done. Someone will do something to me. But actually, it's our inner peace and our inner joy and our inner world that keeps us safe, that keeps us engaged, that keeps us alive. So choose your inner world of peace. And every time you need to find it, go look for it in the one thing that we all have in common in the whole world, which is breathing. Come to your breath. You have your breath with you at all places, at all times, any location, whether it's outside of the water, in the water, just come to it. It's always there with you. Thank you so much for joining me on this challenge, and I can't wait to see you for the next ones.